Good evening, everybody, and you're all very, very welcome to the graduation of the Leaving Cert students of the class of 2021. Congratulations to all of our sixth-year students on your graduation from Ardgillan College. The Leaving Certificate class of 2021 is very special, not least because of the circumstances you find yourselves graduating in. We hoped when you return to school in September that the class of 2021 would be graduating as you should, with your peers, parents and teachers gathered together celebrating with you and wishing you well. Alas, it has not turned out as we hoped, but you should know that we in Ardgillan College are no less proud of you, and our hopes, dreams and good wishes for your future are still very real. You have proven your resilience, your strength and your determination time and time again this year in your final year of school. You need to know that you have shown yourselves to be fine young men and women. We are delighted that you have all come all of the way up through our school, and we are proud of each and every one of you for making it to the finish line. I would like to say thank you to our parents. This is a very special time for you as parents as you celebrate your daughters and sons' graduation. You have been there for them from the start for the past 18 years, raising them, minding them, encouraging them and supporting them. You have raised fantastic young men and women that you and we in Ardgillan can be very proud of. They are now ready to move on to a new stage in their lives, and I am certain that they will do themselves justice in their Leaving Cert, but more importantly in life. I would like to sincerely thank all of our staff, our teachers, our SNAs, Claire and Yvonne in the office and Dave and Paul, our caretakers, who have worked with our sixth years over the years. In particular, I would like to thank our sixth year tutors, Mr Collins, Mr McKeown, Miss Collins, Mr Cray, Mr Finn and Mr Daly. They cared for you, they worried about you and they supported you over the past 6 years. Also, I want on your behalf to sincerely thank your year head, Miss Connolly, who has always gone that extra mile for you and who always had your best interests at heart. A special thank you too to Miss O'Toole, who was your year head when Miss Connolly was on leave and again did a tremendous job in looking after you all. I would also like to thank our deputy principals, Mr Finnegan, Miss Rooney and Mr O'Connor for their work with you over the last 6 years. I know that they, like me, will miss you. Thank you to you, our students, for your contribution to our school community over the years, in the arts, in sporting pursuits and in academia, and for really enriching our school community. Each year group has their own particular personality, and my memory of this year group is how you have shown us the importance of the student voice in our school community. Whether it was Yoma lying in wait for me with her hands on her hips, or Emily and Stefan determined to push some new initiative through in their own quiet and determined way, you always had the welfare of our student body at heart. Cycle Against Suicide, our Amber Flag Committee, Headstrong and our Student Council, and Ardgillan being an inclusive school are just some of the ways you have impacted our college. Because of you, the student voice in Ardgillan is now stronger and a force to be reckoned with. Ardgillan is your school and always will be your school. Please do come back and visit us and let us know how you are doing in the future. I have no doubt but that you will get the Leaving Cert results that you deserve, and that all of your hard work will pay off, and that there is a bright and fulfilling future ahead of you all. I would like to finish by sharing this piece from American Youth Poet Laureate Amanda Gorman with you, as I think it's a good guide for life and it reminds us that the human spirit is extraordinary. In every known nook of our nation, in every corner called our country, our people, diverse and beautiful, will emerge battered and beautiful. When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light, if only we are brave enough to see it, if only we are brave enough to be it. You, the graduating class of 2021, are the light of our future. Have courage, be brave, and please be that shining light. Guim gach ra of Sapauchi, Gurv Mahgwiv.
congratulations on reaching this milestone in your life. We've been through very, very tricky times over the last 2 years, but we always do in Ardgillen, we have pulled through together. The strange times have seen us go through lockdown, remote teaching, and some very dodgy haircuts, to say but the least. I would like to take this opportunity to wish you well in all your future careers. Michael Jordan has a famous quote which says, if you come to an obstacle that stops you, do not turn back. Always try to go around it, go over it, or go through it if you have to. And if you take this mantra through your life with you, I have no doubt that you will be very successful in all your future endeavours. So again, congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
It has been a real pleasure getting to know all of you over the past 5 or 6 years. It's been a really tough year for all of us, but especially for you. And I'm really impressed with the positivity and resilience that you've shown, and this is something that is going to stand to you in your future working lives. I want to wish you the very best of luck. You are a wonderful year group and we will miss you.
Good evening, class of 2021. Good evening to your families, your teachers, your friends, and all members of our Ardgillen College community. Although we are not together in person tonight, I am delighted to be here as year head to this group of young people who are now graduating from Ardgillen and about to take the next steps on their journey. Although we are not celebrating the graduation together this evening, it is an important milestone that must be marked for each one of you. For most of this class, you started out in Ardgillen as first years, unaware of the journey that you were about to take, the challenges you were to face, the friendships that you would make, and the good times that you would have along the way. We said goodbye to some students halfway through the journey, but we also welcomed many of you with open arms into the class of 2021. Although there were many obstacles and challenges along the way, not least in the form of a global pandemic, you overcame them and are now here on the brink of an exciting new chapter of your lives. When I think back to this group of students, I have many special memories of the part each of you have played in Ardgillen life during your time here. Your enthusiasm and energy have filled the corridors and classrooms of our college over the last few years. You have worked hard and strove for excellence in your studies. You have also left a huge impact in college committees through your work on the Student Council, Headstrong, the Amber Flag, the Active Flag, to name just but a few. I cannot make this speech without mentioning the huge sporting talent in this group, evident in your involvement in football, hurling, soccer and rugby. We may even have the first Ardgillen senior Dublin players among us. Talent was also strong in art, music and across the stage in acting, evident in your involvement in Greece back in 2019. There have been so many happy times with you over the last few years. I have to say, I will miss you next year. At this point, I would like to say a few thank yous. Thank you to your parents and your families. Thank you for your support and cooperation over the last 6 years. It has been so important and much appreciated. Thank you to your teachers who have worked so hard for you over the last 6 years, and especially the last few months. It has not been easy at all, especially with the online learning, but thank you for your dedication to your students and the time and the motivation that you have put in with each of them. A very special thank you to your tutors, Mr. Collins, Mr. Daly, Mr. McKeown, Miss Collins, Mr. Cray and Mr. Finn, who have been there as your guide each morning, starting you on your day and have helped you out every step of the way. A shout out to Mr. Daly and Mr. McKeown, who has been with you for the last 6 years. A special mention too to Miss Kavanagh, who has worked closely with some of our 6th years this year. Thank you. I would also like to say a massive thank you to Miss O'Toole, who was your year head when I was on leave last year. Thank you for the dedication, care and support that you gave to each student during this time. To Miss Muirku, thank you for all of the care, support and dedication that you too have put into our 6th years over the last years, and thank you for all you have done for our students throughout their time in Ardgillen. Thank you to our deputy principals, Miss Rooney, Mr. O'Connor and in particular Mr. Finnegan, who has worked closely with our 6th years this year and last year. From me, I want to say thank you to each of you for your contributions in the 4, the 5 or the 6 years that you have been with us. From the young people you were when you arrived, you have become fine young adults today. A huge thank you from me to the Yearbook Committee, who have put together a special book of memories for each of you to have. I need to also mention Claire, who gave us a massive dig out with getting the yearbook together last week. Thank you. To Miss Dunn and her invaluable expertise in putting together this video this evening. Thank you also. And also to Emily and Mark, who compiled big parts for this video as well. I'm grateful to each one of you for the help and cooperation, and this highlights the teamwork that is such a significant part of Ardgillan College. I now need to draw your attention to the gift bag that each of you were gifted with today. In it, there is a short poem to read that will go through each of the gifts that you have received. In this bag, you will find a candle to remind you that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. A hoodie to keep you warm and to remind you that if you got through this tough time, there is nothing that you cannot achieve. A pen to remind you to keep on learning. A key ring to remind you of the keys of learning that took place in Ardgillan. And a paper clip to remind you to be strong and to hold things together. As you enter this next step of your lives, whether it be an academic study or the working life, I hope you remember your time in Ardgillan as a happy place. A place where we respected and cared for each of you, and a place where I hope you have learned academic and social skills that will help you in your future. I am proud to be yearhead to this group of students. They are a pleasant and caring group of young adults. It has been an honour to have gotten to know each of you and to have been part of the team who has guided you to this day. I want to leave you with a favourite quote of mine from the author Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. I wish you all the best in the Leaving Certificate exams in the next few weeks, and the very best of wish for your futures. Gynari and Boher live.
Well, I cannot believe we are here already. We have survived what some would describe as the most difficult and challenging Leaving Certificate experiences in history. We did it because we are strong, we are excellent, we are resilient, and most importantly, everyone within our school community acted as a team. I have had the experience of a lifetime here in Ardgillan. Over the course of 5 years, I've made countless lifelong memories and lifelong friends. It's honestly crazy to think back to first year and visualise how different everyone was and how much everyone has changed. This change is a good thing, however. We have lived and learned, we have made mistakes and made amends, we have had our ups and we have had our downs. I, for one, am grateful that I grew into my skirt and it no longer grazes my ankles. I think one of the most profound memories I will have of Ardgillan is the atmosphere of friendship and community created and felt right when you walk through the front doors on day one. It's very easy to find your place here, whether that's through sports teams, music, academic, or even chess. There are always ways for everyone to feel comfortable and at home here. For myself personally, I have participated in as many activities as I could, and I have taken skills and attitudes from each one that will be applicable to many aspects of my future. One of my favourites has been through playing on the girls' basketball team from 1st to 3rd year. Here I not only had the opportunity to develop friendships, but to strengthen my cooperation and communication skills, to become more trusting and vigilant to the needs of others, but also to just have fun while doing it. Through extracurriculars like debate, choir and student council, I've been able to speak to and create bonds with people that I may have never approached of my own accord. Moments like these highlight that we're all one and the same. And I'm sure that you have all experienced moments like these at one point or another during your journey in Ardgillan. In addition to this, I want to commend and thank you, the class of 2021, all so much for welcoming me with open arms after I jumped a year from 3rd year to 5th year. It can seriously be daunting to throw yourself into a new environment with new people, but in just 2 short years, with such a phenomenal year group, I felt like I'd always been a part of you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I am more than satisfied to be a part of this graduating class. On behalf of the entire class of 2021, I would like to thank all the teachers for guiding us through our subjects and making sure we achieve the best we possibly can. I would like to thank the tutors for taking us at 8:25 every morning and every tutor class with enthusiasm, no matter how drowsy or hectic we are that day. I would like to thank Miss O'Toole for the hard work and positivity she applied in the year she spent as our year head. I would like to thank Miss Connolly for her diligence, resilience and grace that she showed through all her actions as our year head. I would like to thank Dave and Paul for opening our lockers and all the heavy lifting, the canteen ladies for the immeasurable daily intake of paninis, the cleaners for the roles they play in keeping our community safe, Yvonne and Claire for the phone calls home and countless questions they answered for us. I would like to thank our deputy principals, Mr. O'Connor, Miss Rooney and Mr. Finnegan, and our principal, Miss Niwerku, for leading us, and for assuring we got the quality of education that we deserved, especially during this tough time. Yet above all this, I want to give a massive shout out to the class of 2021 for sticking it out to the end and absolutely smashing it. We've all proven we are destined for greatness, so I wish you all the very best in your future endeavours. Keep mashing work, chop life, and just stay true to yourself. It's been my absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Hi everyone, it's Adam here, your head boy. I hope you are all well and are spending your time with your loved ones to celebrate the 6 roller coaster years we've all spent in Argillen. Although the online graduation is not what we would have planned and we all would have loved to be surrounded together in the halls, it's a milestone that we do have to celebrate. Despite the past 2 unexpected years not going like we would have imagined, seeing everyone still come into school to put in the hard work is inspiring to say the least. I'm certainly confident that this group can go on to achieve some great things in life. It's crazy looking back at all the pictures from us from first year, and by God do we all look like completely different people. To be completely honest with you, my money is on Justin Collins to win the biggest goal, and if it's not Justin Collins, it's rigged. And Mark, if you're editing this, slip in a picture of Justin. I could be here all day talking about endless memories. We have all shared in Argillen, but to name a few standout ones. China, being able to travel across the world to absolutely burst out Macklemore downtown on the bus was something amazing. Oh, and the Great Wall of China, that was good too. Grease the musical. I've never been more outside my comfort zone in my whole life, but thank God John Travolta was only a half decent singer. Carlingford, well, I won't say much about that. And the invincible football cup winning first year team managed by Mr. All Men Behind the Ball Mark Bertie that will never be forgotten. There wasn't a worse feeling in the world than walking into school on a Monday morning only to realise you've forgotten your keys, but then to only hear the jingle of of the hundreds of keys Dave's carried down the corridor for him to open your locker for you. Not all heroes wear capes, remember that. On behalf of the 6 years and graduates of 2021, I would like to thank the amazing staff, both present and past, for our 6 years in the school. From Mr. O'Leary to Miss Niwerku, we thank you for doing everything possible to making our past years full of unforgettable memories. Thanks to the ever so friendly canteen ladies who provided us with amazing chicken fillet rolls, Dave and Paul for taking such good care of the school, Yvonne and Claire in the office who were always there to help us out, and the considerable teaching staff and tutors who have managed to always put a smile on our faces. The vice principals for always keeping an eye out on us, Miss O'Toole for being an amazing 5th year head, and to Miss Connolly, our year head from day 1, for helping us and guiding us to where we are today. A huge thank you to the yearbook committee that made all this possible, and last but not least, a thank you to every single classmate who was a part of this journey. It's the simple things that I'm going to miss most about Argillen. I'm going to miss fooling around with the lads in technology, getting them to go up to Sir and ask for either a rubber nails or a long stand. I'm going to miss hearing the joyful tone of Señores Buenos Dias a todos every morning. I'm going to miss not having a notion about what's going on in maths class and to look to a classmate beside me and to pretend we're absolute geniuses. I'm going to miss accidentally skying the ball over the school walls of Argillen College during lunch and having to run for my dear life while a bunch of bulls chased after me. School for me is a place where I knew, regardless of how school was going, I always knew that there would be someone or something that would put a smile on my face. I wish you all the best in the future. Molan Oiga agus Chuck Vichy.
Expect unexpected, try to see the unseen. I ain't happy, I ain't sad. my princess in between. Yeah, she kinda bougie and she really want me, but I ain't got time for the J, so I pass it to the team. Late night stress, will be messing up my brain. Late night stress, will be driving me insane. Feel like I can't chronic around, I still hide the pain. When I cry, I feel like life is over, be hitting the rain. Broke it, just weapons, he go turn into a tragedy. Soon it be the greatest, I'ma turn out to reality. I know it'll be great one day, my family gon' be proud of me. Pass it like I'm Kirko, shoot it like I'm clogging me. Eyes red, mouth scar, feel like I can't chronic you. Soon it be the greatest, that's my number one priority. I know you are sorry, there's no need for the apology. I'm studying my Bible, like I'm studying theology. So don't cry, it'll be alright. Soon it be the greatest, cause I know it's my birthright, yeah. So don't cry, it'll be alright. Soon it be the greatest, cause I know it's my birthright, yeah. I don't want them go blow for real. I don't want them gon' make a mill. Soon it be the greatest, I know that's for real. Soon it be the greatest, I know that. Expect unexpected, try to see the unseen. I ain't happy, I ain't sad, my business in between. Yeah, she kinda bougie and she really want me, but I got time for you, Jay, so I pass it to the team. Late night stress, will be messing up my brain. Late night stress, will be driving me insane. Feel like I can't panic you, I'm also hide the pain. When I cry, I feel like life is too be getting pain. Yeah.
Hello everyone. I would like, on behalf of all your parents, to congratulate you on your graduation today, after completing 5 years for some and 6 years for most of you here in Ardgillan Community College. We are so proud of you all, how you have developed over your time in the school into the wonderful humans you are today. Your journey has been so unique, and hopefully all your normal school life learning, all your ups and downs, along with all your very new, different, challenging experiences, will help build and develop your feelings, attitudes and skills in all areas of your life in your near and distant futures. We congratulate and thank your Principal Nuala and all her staff for all the work they have done in helping you to become the well-developed, well-adjusted, learned and tolerant people you are today. We can't thank them enough for going above and beyond their required roles, especially during this pandemic. Your welfare as students was always prioritised at every junction, and we as your parents so appreciate that. You continued our work as parents in the encouragement and enhancement of our children, and above all their safety and well-being. When the students returned to a much changed school set-up in September, we were assured by your Principal Nuala that her and her staff would mind our children and keep you safe. This is exactly what they did, and it was such a relief and peace of mind to us as your parents that we knew that at school your health and safety, physical and mental health were prioritised. But mostly we are proud of you, the students. We are especially proud of how over most of your senior cycle you have adapted to online classes, Microsoft Teams, Edmodo, being isolated from your family and friends, restricting your movements, returning to a much changed school layout, social distancing, wearing masks, hand and desk sanitizing, suffering from the virus yourself, or having close family sick or dying, and dealing with these sufferings and losses in a much restricted way, not having the comfort of physical support from your extended family and friends. Also, through all of this, trying to concentrate on learning with the intention of sitting your Leaving Cert and applying for colleges, PLC courses and apprenticeships. You have all shown such strength of character in trying to keep all these areas under control while trying to obey government guidelines under a huge cloud of uncertainty. As your school and your own family have shown that above all, your physical and mental health are the most important factors in your life and in your development through adulthood. Going forward, if you remember this and give priority to both, you are giving yourself the best tools for having a good, happy life. Always try your best to achieve your goals, but it's never a failure to realise that maybe this isn't what I want at this particular time. It's too stressful, for or not what I imagined it would be. Changing direction is not only a brave decision, but if it improves your physical or mental well-being, is also a good decision. We wish you good luck in your Leaving Cert and in everything you do in your future, and hope you always look back with fondness and positivity on your years here in Ardgillan, and that the many friendships that you have developed here will continue through your lifetime. Good luck to you all.
I'd just like to take a quick second to thank all the teachers for their tremendous efforts over the last 6 years, especially the last 2 years given the circumstances that we've had, and also to wish all the students, all the 6 years leaving this year, the best of luck for the future.
Hey everyone, Sam here. There have been many fond memories of sports throughout my 6 years at Ardgillan. The one that stands out the most is winning the Gaelic final in first year. Funnily enough, it was the only thing we managed to win. But putting that aside, the bonds that were created through winning and losing with the Gaelic and hurling teams will never be forgotten. Another memory that was very funny was the final in TY, which unfortunately we lost. There was a questionable goal decision where the ball may or may not have crossed the line, and our trusty umpire, Mr. O'Gorman, gave the goal, and it was safe to say the lads from the opposing team weren't too happy, and they let Mr. O'Gorman know about it. I'd like to thank all the teachers who made these games possible and all the lads who helped create these hilarious and great memories.
6 years are done. We're finally done. It's been a long, tough 6 years. Of my time in Ardgillan, I have to say I'm incredibly grateful for the school's ability to help me find my love for music again. I learned the guitar because of the school. I wanted to learn something new and the school recommended it. I picked up the cornet again because the school told me they wanted to hear me and they wanted to see my talents, and they motivated me to keep getting better.
Hey everyone, it's Stefan. We finally made it. We've come to the end of our time here in Ardgillan. Our year group has been described as leaving the legacy of having our voices heard and raised. In my opinion, our voice allowed for us to make the most of the past 5 or 6 years we have spent here in Ardgillan. We have shaped our own experiences, and what truly great experience have they all been. Because of this, we have all managed as a year group to grow close to people we never would have imagined being close to back in the junior cert days. One aspect that immediately jumps into my head when talking about student voices is the fact that our year group was the pilot group for Headstrong, which in result left our entire school community talking about mental health issues and finally trying to end that stigma in our school, and boy has it come a long way since then. All thanks for the way our year group joined together and allowed for such action to take place. We as the year group are one of the first year groups that are not afraid to ask for what we want. We can achieve whatever we want if we believe. You may not believe it, but we are moving mountains without you even knowing. If we reflect and just think about the people in our year, you will notice that everyone has contributed something worth being memorable, and that's what makes our year special. Not even one of our voices has gone unnoticed. It's been great getting to know and spend the last 6 years with some of you. We've made some unforgettable memories throughout our time together, and I just want to say thank you for that. And with all that being said, I just want to finish off by saying I wish you all the best of luck with whatever you have planned for the future, no matter what your next stage is, and just remember, time is your friend. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Kieran here. Hope you're all keeping well. Finally, but sadly, we've reached our graduation, the final step as secondary school students, the final goodbyes to teachers, SNAs, caretakers, lunch ladies, and to our fellow classmates. We spent 6 whole years here in Ardgillan, and I enjoyed every little bit of it. We made lots of friends along the way, and we made lots of memories together, and most of all, we grew as people. From first year teenage kids to 6th year young adults. I've made a lot of memories here in the school, and I've enjoyed it all. I've made memories like going to China in 2019 with a group of students and teachers. An unforgettable trip that was. We went to places like the Great Wall of China, the Terracotta Warriors, and other places, and it was just brilliant to be able to go somewhere else other than the school with people from the school and teachers. The Grease musical in 2019 was also brilliant. Spending months with, again, teachers and students, learning lines, dances, and having a crack was just class, Playing sport in the school was also huge for me, because I'm a sporting man. It's also it's brilliant, Winning the cup in first year was just class, coming back into the school and as champions was just such a privilege, So another memory I have is Mr. O'Leary gave me the Principal Recognition Award back in 2019, and getting that award was a huge honour for me, because me and Mr. O'Leary had a nice relationship, you know, so it's just good to get something from him from his last year. And so Mr. O'Leary, if you're watching this, thank you very much. You know, our time is finally up here in Argillan. We've completed our 6 years as secondary school students, as I said. You know, it's time for us as classmates to part ways, you know, go to college, get a job, do whatever you want, because I know you all deserve it. So on that note, I want to say I'll see you all soon, and I'm good care on. Thank you.
All things have an ending. Books, movies, even double Irish classes. Over the past few weeks, as the end of my time in Argillan drew closer, I've been thinking a lot about endings, about how to approach this particular ending, an ending to an important period of my life. Here's a spoiler, I still haven't figured it out. My first instinct was to try to remember everything, as a kind of preemptive strike against this fear I had of forgetting anything. I was trying to gather all of my good memories, from big moments like when we went on our amazing Goshka trip, to the smaller moments, like when you'd catch your friend's eye in class and both laugh without saying a word, or sunny days in PE, or those random rounds of applause in the canteen. I was trying to collect all the shiny, perfect moments from the past 6 years. But in doing so, I was disregarding all the not so good moments, the hard moments, the stressful, exhausting moments, the ones that were no less important in getting me to where I am today. I was forgetting all of the late nights working and studying, the wet winter days when it seemed like school was stealing all the daylight hours, or the constant daily exhaustion that the Leaving Cert brings. And I know that even as I mention some of these tough moments, they do not compare to what some of you have gone through, not least in the last year. I realise that I'm incredibly privileged to have had all of these good moments and opportunities, and I know that many of you leave Argillan having had a very different experience of school life. In 2015, I came to Argillan as a shy 12-year-old girl, unsure of who she was, but determined that if she put her best effort into everything, then maybe the pieces would fall into place. And in some ways they did. I got opportunities beyond what I could have ever imagined in attending the Young Scientist, being part of the Headstrong Committee, and so much more. But in other ways, in committing myself so much to hard work, I lost out on getting to know all of you, my classmates. I spent so much time afraid of you, keeping my head down, that I forgot to look up and around me. There are so many of you that I wish I got to know better, and maybe you could have gotten to know me too. I like to think that maybe there's an alternate dimension where I did just that, where I got to know each of you. 100 parallel lifetimes in which I chose a different path, became a different person. Because it's true that the people around you shape who you become. Maybe in some versions of this world, things turned out better, maybe they turned out worse. But this is the version of life I have. This is the hand I've been dealt. This is the ending I must face. That said, this is not the ending to my secondary school years that I would have chosen. I can't help but think of all that we, as a year group, have lost out on. Trips abroad, a real graduation, and the chance to see our teachers making fools of themselves at the home. The past year has been so hard, and for some of you it has been so much harder than I could even imagine. In the past few months, more so than any others, I've come to understand what it means to feel completely isolated, completely overwhelmed, and completely hopeless about the future. But if the pandemic has taught me anything, it has taught me the everlasting impact that a single smile, a single conversation can have on someone's whole day. We all have a responsibility to look out for each other, and I've realised that maybe I didn't look out for some of you in the way that I could have. The truth is, we all want to be remembered. We want to leave this school knowing that we had an impact, that we were important to others in some way. But it's also true that we do not get to choose how we are remembered by others. We are all just chapters in each other's lives, and for many of us, the chapters end here. It's impossible to know whether you exit the stage as a hero or villain, sidekick or faceless extra. We will each reflect on this particular chapter in a different way, and it's because this world, this life, these past 6 years are not composed of a single story, but a woven tapestry of our intersecting lives. As we approach this particular ending, it's easy to look back on the past and judge ourselves harshly for the choices we made and the people we used to be. In fact, I'm not sure which is scarier, to confront the infinite what-ifs of the past, or to confront the infinite what-ifs of the future. For me, there's a sadness in the way we will never get to know the answers to these what-if questions about the past. There's a sadness too in the forgetting of all the small, happy moments that have littered my days at Ardgillan, or in the way in which these past 6 years will condense into a passing feeling, a blur of time from which only a few memories remain. But I'm hopeful too that there is a way to move forward, a way to remember the good days and never forget the lessons that the bad days taught us. I don't think that the past disappears. It lingers inside us, in our present. And maybe I won't remember every day, but maybe each day shaped me in some way, and so the memories aren't lost. They are carried on in the person I am now, in the person I've yet to become. This chapter in our lives has reached its inevitable ending, whether I'm ready to face it or not. I'd like to finish by saying that each of you, every single one of you, is so important to this world and to the future. Although the world can seem crazy and way too big sometimes, you have so much potential to impact it. Lend a hand, lend your voice, lend a listening ear. Look out for each other, and do not let your life just happen to you. You might not get to choose when one chapter ends and another begins, but never forget that you are the author of the book, the author of your own life. Thank you to everyone, teachers and students, for coming on this journey with me, and for reaching the ending too. I wish you all the very best in your journey forward.
I would like to wish all the 6 years of Ardgillan the very best of luck in the years to come. In particular, my tutor group 6A, I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you over the last 2 years. Whether you're going into college or going to work or taking the year out, the next few years are going to be some of the most exciting and interesting of your life. So well done on completing your second level education, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future.
Hi guys, Mr. Finn here. Just a message for all the 6-years and in particular my tutor class 6L. Just want to say thank you and well done for working with me over the last number of years. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I just want to wish you all on your graduation night the best of luck in all your future endeavours, no matter what road it leads you down. I always had a saying, the main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing. So whatever you do, pursue it, focus on it, don't sweat the small stuff, and just enjoy yourselves. Best of luck guys, I'm going to miss you.
Good morning to the legendary students of 6I. We're here today to mark the momentous and profound achievement of you graduating from Ardgillan College. It seems just like just yesterday where I met some of you in transition year history, and I've had the absolute privilege of seeing you grow from fresh-faced transition years to the confident, mature, resilient and kind students that you are today. As the saying goes, nothing gold can stay, and you have to kind of move on to the next chapter in your life, exciting times. And I just wanted to say, I wish every single one of you the happiest life, a life filled with, excitement, fun, adventure, travel. And I'll leave you with a quote then from Roosevelt, who said, "The future belongs to those who see the beauty in their dreams." So go out there in the world and follow your dreams. See yous.
Hi guys, Miss Collins here. Just want to wish all of my 6-years, my 6-year maths class and my 6-year tutor class the best of luck with your futures. It's been an amazing 2 years with you all. I know it wasn't an easy year, this year or last year, to be honest, but you made it through. We had plenty of laughs along the way, and it was a pleasure to meet you all.
Hey guys, Mr. McKeown here. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you the very best of luck in any of your future endeavours. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you, getting to teach you over the last 6 years. I think I've taught almost all of you at one stage or another over the last 6 years, and you've grown up to be a wonderful bunch of mature students and mature adults, and yeah, I've every confidence that your future's going to be filled with success and happiness.
Hey 6 years, congratulations on making it to your graduation. It's been a crazy finish to your school life after 5th and 6th year, but we must take the positives out of it as much as we can. Seeing you mature from day one has been my privilege. We have lost a few characters along the way in Vince Ebbs, Josh Foran, Maya Byrne, to name but a few, Rosanna as well. I finished off looking after 6-or, seeing Dara, Emily, Adam and David the whole way through since 1st year, and welcoming the rest in 5th year. A great bunch who will no doubt go on to great things. Notable mentions to the victorious under-14 football team back in 1st year, and the stage design team for Greece in 4th year, working with me. They were a great group. One of my favourite novels is On the Road by Jack Kerouac. As the name suggests, the book is about the journey and not the destination. Your journey is only just beginning. Enjoy it, be happy and be kind. Congratulations.
Timmy Ajadi, Eunice Bashir, Naomi Brewston, Ben Cassidy, Sean Corr, Katie Cunningham, Brittany Ibanda, Dara Finnegan, Aaron Goff, Jamie Harnett, Adam Kiernan, Mark Lynch, Clara Murray, Isaac McGrath Long, Faith Owusu Adoning, Anthony Pal, Paula Parashif, Jacob Wozniak, Patrick Whelan, Arthur Janney,
Jomi Adekunle, Isabella Bachi Kolat, Dennis Budori, Kevin Bulbuck, Gavin Collins, Aaron Corr, Jenny Curtis, Kiva Doherty, Jatniel Eke, Lucy Ellis, Darren Fanning, Aola Gazal, Stephen Harper, David Ibidokan, Jacob Kozikowski, Derek Madu, Emma McCann Burns, Kieran Morrissey, Michael Njoku, Patrick Nuaha, Adedola Adunsanya, Fuad Owuduni, Juliette Owusu, Mark Quinn, Adine Rukareen, Keelan Topley, Mohammed Zain.
Manzir Ali, John Bell, Darius Beslew, Justin Collins, Madeline Dula, Etty Adema, Francisca Anamuo, Luke Fallon, Ellen Heffernan, Stephanie Ilori, Samuel Kovalchuk, Sean McCormick, Ellie MacDonald, Dara McGrath, Jessica Metcalf, Joseph Mulholland, Cody Zara Nolan, Jake O'Leary, Juanita Orokwute, Brenda Osakwe, Stefan Simonovic, Miroslav Stoyanov, Laura Tormey, Aisling Woods.
Afnan Ahmed, Connor Armstrong, Robert Buscan, Oren Campbell, Joshua Christie, Alex Doherty, Sandra Egwin, Shauna Flynn, Robin Gleeson, Cesare Halsiki, Kaylee Hammond, Ollie Hassan, Anya Kelly, Jenna Kyo, Gladden Manuel, Jake McGurl, Louise Mooney, Serena Moore, Kurt O'Reilly, Holly Roach, Philip Sabadi, Aurel Sharku, Emma Tracy.
Tammy Alabi, Micah Anavo, Leon Barry, Colin Buttimer, Emily Cathcart, Sam Clancy, Holly Costello, Amy Darkwa, Holly Davis, Yoma Dodo, Josephine Dominguez, Dara Flanagan, Connor Gaffney, Bronwyn Garvey, Keith Hogan, Ben Keeling, Dragan Krasovic, Jacob Kraskowski, Hannah Mackin, Brian Madu, Sophie Mahan, David McShane, Liam Mullen, Dara Murray, Stephen O'Neill, Santo Aguedi, Mark Richardson, Adam Scott, Abigail Ward, Naomi Watson.
Jose Agdigbemi, Martina Arndt, Belle Benbeni, Michael Baremo, Abigail Campbell, Tristan Cawley, Killian Costigan, Tara Doyle, Nosa Ayogai, Chelsea Emakezi, Christina Farkas, Louise Harrison, Rachel Hughes, Dan Cava, Jancy Lukaya, Josh McCabe, Lee McNamee, Karen Lunda, Hannah O'Neill, Ronan Quill, Cleena Rutherford, Sean Ume, Emily Whelan.
class of 2021. You've survived 6 years in Ardgillen. I have really fond memories of spending lots of time with you, especially as your third year head for a couple of months and as your TY coordinator. I'll fondly think back of all the funny things that happened during those times, especially your bus breaking down on the way from Carlingford, and the sad little looks on your faces as we drove by and you were stranded on the motorway. You'll be sorely missed around Ardgillen, but your memory will be on the walls, literally around the place. Take care of yourselves and make sure to call back into us sometime.
Hello everyone, congratulations to you all. It was a pleasure to have you this year. Good luck for the future. Bon chance, had Saeed, bon assuerti, and all the best.
Congratulations class of 2021 on completing your Ardgillen journey. The last 6 years has been such a pleasure, from being your maths teacher, your chemistry teacher to your tutor for the first 4 years. I've such great time for this cohort of students, and I know that leaving us this year we have the most amazing students that are going to go on to have such bright futures. I'm really excited for what lies ahead and for the journey that you're about to embark on. The last 2 years has been tricky, but you have dealt with it amazingly, and I know that that will only make you stronger going into the next phase of your life. Please remember to come back and say hello and to let us know how you're getting on from time to time. We'd love to see you again, and very best of luck. Well done.
Hi sixth years, just like to wish you all the best in your exam results and all the best in the future, whatever path you may choose to take. It's been great teaching some of you over the last few years. I've really enjoyed it, so all the best. Thank you.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. I want to wish you all the very best of luck for your future endeavours. It's been a real pleasure teaching you over the past 2 years, English and Geography, and I want to wish a special good luck to those of you sitting the exams. It hasn't been the easiest year for you, but just think it's a great story to tell the grandkids that you finished your second level education in the midst of a pandemic, and really there won't be anything that will be too big of a challenge for you after that. So once again, very best of luck for the future. Keep in touch with us. We're really going to miss you around the school, and stay safe.
Hi sixth years, what a weird year or two it has been. So first of all, well done for getting through that, because it wasn't easy for any of us. And next up, I suppose, best of luck to all of you in your future. I'm sure you'll all go on to do amazing things, so best of luck.
Hi everyone, just a quick hello to wish you the best of luck with your final days in Ardgillen, and if you're sitting exams in June or waiting on grades or whatever you choose to do, I hope it all works out for you. I hope it all goes well, and the best of luck for everything in the future.
Just want to say a quick word to the class of 2021. Congratulations on completing 6 years or 5 years in Ardgillen Community College. It's been an absolute pleasure teaching us over the last number of years. The last 2 years have been extremely challenging for you, but you've excelled in all aspects of it. I wish you the very, very best of luck whatever you decide to do after you leave Ardgillen, and don't be afraid to call back at any stage, as you'll be always very, very welcome. Take care and best of luck.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 on your graduation. I've had the privilege of teaching you since first year, but my fondest memories with you have to be doing the musical Grease, where so many of you took part. We had lunchtime practices, we had after school practices, we even had Saturday practices, and you were an amazing bunch to work with. You made me laugh, you made me cry, you made me scream, you made me question my sanity at times, but most importantly, you made me so proud of you. You gave me the opportunity to see the talented, creative, hilarious, positive people that you are, so much more than just being students of this school. A big shout out to my physics class. I want to wish you the best of luck. I've had a great time teaching you for the past 2 years and wrecking your heads with maths and formulae and letters and mind-boggling phenomena, so best of luck. I want to wish all of this year best of luck for your future, and you will be missed. Bye.
Hi everyone, big congrats on the graduation. It's been great to get to know so many of you over the last 5 or 6 years. You're a really talented, hard-working group of people. You proved that in a really difficult year. So best of luck for the future, and I really look forward to hearing of all the brilliant things you go on to achieve.
Hola a todos. I wish you all the best and success at achieving all your goals. Just remember that life is a purpose unto itself. So try to enjoy every day and every emotion, and be kind, and try to do always the right thing, even if it's not the easiest thing to do. It's worth it. Okay, it's worth it. do the right thing and try to make better the world around you. Okay, that's all. All right.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You have made it. It was a difficult senior cycle for you, but here we are. You've shown great resilience and you have arrived on your graduation night. I would like to wish each and every one of you every success and happiness in your future life when you leave here. I would also like to give a big shout out to my senior basketball boys. What a super team. I want to thank you sincerely for the contribution that you've made to basketball in Ardgillen while you were here as a student. So once again, congratulations everybody, and the very best of luck in everything that you do in the future. Keep in touch with each other, keep in touch with us, and most importantly, keep yourselves safe. Best of luck, everyone.
Hi, yes, look, best of luck with everything in the future. It's going to be weird not seeing you around next year after 6 years, 5 years for some of you. I really enjoyed, you know, whether I've taught you, whether I didn't know you, whether, you know, we spoke or had a laugh in the yard or on the corridor. I'm sure I gave out to quite a few of you, but I hope you got over that, and best of luck in the future. You deserve it. You're a good bunch. Okay.
Hi everyone. I would just like to wish you all the very best of luck for the future. A huge congratulations on completing 6 years of secondary school. All the best for the future, everyone, and I hope that you enjoy your graduation this evening.
Hi everyone, just wanted to come on and say best of luck with everything and thank you very much for a really, really good year. It's been really, really tough, but you did really, really well, so good luck.
Congrats to the class of 2021 on your graduation. I hope you're having a brilliant night watching this with your families. It's been an absolute pleasure teaching you guys the past 5 or 6 years. It's gone by so quickly. I'll miss not seeing your faces on the corridors next year. It'd be very weird. But it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you guys, getting to teach you guys. And also I was so privileged to be able to work with you for a short time in 5th year as your year head. You're a brilliant bunch of students. I wish you the very best in all of your endeavours and hopefully our paths will cross in the future. Please drop back into Ardgillen and let us know how you're getting on, and I hope you're having a brilliant night. Congratulations!
3, 2, 1.
I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans.
Alright boys, how we doing? How you doing, Sam? What's the crack? Crack life stuff. Good to see you.
After there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy, but so much pain, and it's so hard to say goodbye. But yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment, so glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph.
We're here in Carlingford. We climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. This is the villa. We're actually in Napa. That's the villa. These are the
Another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always say.
Michael.
Up ahead, only open doors. Who knows what?
But it has been a joy to work with them this year, to see them develop, to grow, to mature, and to get involved in so many different activities, so many trips, so many different events. I wish them every success next year in 5th year, and I really look forward to seeing them do well in their Leaving Cert. Thank you.
We'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry. 'Cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we got.
Man, he's wearing a bloody tie. A bloody toy. I haven't seen one of those since the bleeding 80s.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just.
What's the part of our lad?
And one more final thing. Up the dubs.
Up the dubs.
Up the dubs.
When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say, live and let live.
Whoa, head boy security.
Whoa,
Back up,
hang on, is that head boy Adam Kiernan? Wait, Adam, why are you crying? What's up with you? What is it? Is it the graduation?
No, course chopping the onions.
Would you ever stop chopping them onions, would you?
so much for watching the Ardgillen College graduation video of the class of 2021. We now invite our graduates to put on your hoodies, light your candle and send in a photograph to the Ardgillen C News Instagram page. Thank you.